Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin up 0.32% to 6991. Ethereum 4077 up 2.22%. My goal is to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, and also gain real wealth in the process. I've hidden knowledge gems throughout this video. Unless you watch to the end, you'll miss them. See how many you can find. Rule 774, master yourself to master the market. This is a vitally important rule. Mastering yourself will unlock all the best things in life. Mastering yourself comes from a fact that you are worthy and unique. You deserve kindness, love, meaning, and every success in life. This is really important to apply to your trading and investing. Without this understanding, you can self-sabotage. I'd like to talk to you today about possibilities. There are so many right ways to go in life. Life is just full of possibility. All the components of real wealth represent possibilities for you. You can think of money and security as one possibility, empathy and love as another, purpose as another, fearlessness, inner and outer peace, integrity, decency, kindness, courage, honor, persistence, commitment. There's so many possibilities to unlock in this life. Possibilities to succeed reset daily. You just need to find them. Possibilities are everywhere. It's a good morning exercise for a research scientist to discard a pet hypothesis every day before breakfast. This is like possibilities. The possibility of yesterday could be continuing today, or it may not be. It's really important to look at possibilities with fresh eyes every day. It's really interesting to note that Konrad Lorenz, the author of this quote, was an Austrian zoologist. He's often regarded as one of the founders of modern ethology, the study of animal behavior. Is that Ethereumology? Ethology? How cool! Turning to KS zone analysis, the 4 stages that all investors and traders progress through to become consistently profitable and attain real wealth. When we look at zone 1 and 2, they're certainty zones. Zone 3 and zone 4 are probabilistic zones. In zone 1 and zone 2, opportunities are clung to for dear life, even if the opportunities cease to exist. In zone 3, opportunities are reassessed every day. Hypotheses are questioned. Ideas are questioned. Everything is questioned. And as opportunities reset daily, new eyes are brought to bear on the market. Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. This is particularly relevant to Zone 3 and to Zone 4 as well. In Zone 3, we look at the market with eyes and a perception that other people don't have. We're always looking for an edge. Of course, this concept of looking at life through different eyes is as applicable to one's personal life as it is to investing and trading. Looking through different eyes creates a different life. You can choose to see things differently, more constructively, and you'll have a more constructive life. We often discuss the concept of Zone 1 and Zone 2 thinking like a light switch, it's on or it's off, and Zone 3 and 4 thinking as like a dimmer, it's gradually scaled in and gradually scaled out. You can also think this way in terms of possibilities. In Zones 1 and 2, the possibilities become quite limited. They're either on or off. In Zones 3 and 4, the possibilities are graduated in and graduated out. There's always new possibilities. Rule 138, all investors become traders. Anytime an investor buys or anytime an investor sells, they actually become a trader. It's really important to understand the trading mindset. Even if you're not a trader, it will make an enormous difference. Having a possibilities mindset in life is a beautiful thing to have. There's so many ways to move in life. There is really no wrong path in life. All paths in life are possibilities that we learn from, and we learn and we grow. Looking at investment substitutability, the S&P 500 is up 33%, gold is down 6%, and Bitcoin is up 368% for the past 12 months. Looking at the Fear and Greed Index, we can see fear and greed is around 75. That's greed. Or as I like to say, optimism. Bitcoin is currently trading at 61,072. We can see that it has actually got past this line of resistance. It's on the other side of this very steep resistance. We can see that we had a long tail rejection to just above that key level of 59,394. It didn't hit it, but it certainly bounced up like a Super Bowl. Now we're seeing a degree of consolidation. This is quite a positive sign, but the key resistance to get above is this line here. We'll know that that resistance has been passed when we reach about 62,455. As we have the Evergrande and Mt. Gox issues pending, we still need to have an upside and a downside strategy, and we always need to have an upside and a downside strategy. What that basically means is when you are investing or trading, what if everything goes right? What will you do then? And if everything goes wrong, what will you do then? And then we of course have the probabilistic scenarios. What if price continues on its upward path? Even looking back to the 2016 bull run, there's a lot of volatility inherent in bull runs. Bull runs typically go up quite substantially and come down quite substantially too. You literally never miss an opportunity if you are trading right, and all investors become traders. The trader's mindset for investors is a license to print money. Ethereum has fared much better than Bitcoin. Ethereum currently trading at 40.89. We can see Ethereum honored its upward support line here. It's coming into resistance at around the 41.40 mark. It has resistance also at 41.66, 42.03. We can see that this price channel is looking really positive for Ethereum. I just moved the chart over slightly. You can see that this very big pump in price over just about to the previous all-time high, people would be saying, I've missed out, and we know in our community that price is always moving in a wave. We don't FOMO, we're very, very disciplined. That is the trading aspect that we can bring to investing. It makes an enormous difference where you buy. If you bought at 43.75 up here for Ethereum, we saw a 10% decrease. It's much better to try and buy lower. Always lower your average buy price. Things are not over yet in the markets, especially with Evergrande. Evergrande could present an incredible buying opportunity. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at it as a systemic meltdown across the world. We can see that we have very good support at 36.49, 35.90 and 33.19. If you're an investor and you love Ethereum, what you can do is simply place buy orders down away from the current price. This is to take advantage of the volatility inside Ethereum's price action, and it's the volatility inside all of crypto's price action. You may need to be patient because these long tail rejections happen from time to time, but if price starts to move in a different direction, we can just increase or raise those limits up. It's always good to have those particular buy orders placed. I kind of look at it as though the buy order is placed down here at 33.19 and it's just chilling, it's just relaxing by the pool. It will get called when it's time, and all of these. Of course, the closer your buy order is to the cluster of current prices, the higher the probability that it will be called away from the pool to do its thing. Rule 94, let price come to you. This is a trading rule and a very, very important rule. We do not chase price. Chasing price in an incredibly volatile market is just a way to lose money. Looking at the top 33, we can see Sol out in front, followed by MATIC, followed by DOT, the Graph, Ethereum, BNB, VET, FTT, Link, and then Bitcoin. We can see the gravity of Bitcoin playing out. No alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Even though some do go up, the directional movements tend to follow that of Bitcoin. Rule 109, enhance pattern recognition. This is a very, very valuable rule. We've just gone through Bitcoin and Ethereum. We understand that price action. You'll notice these blue horizontal lines. That is drawn from the time that Bitcoin sold off. Each of these blue lines refers back to the date and time in Bitcoin's sell-off. I hope that helps, Prez. That was a question you had. Now, let's have a look at Binance Coin. What we're doing is just comparing the current price action to that sell-off in Bitcoin. We see Bitcoin is above the line. It has the market's attention. We can see Ethereum was above the line, got below the line, now above the line again. Binance Coin, BNB, is below the line. ADA, Cardano, is substantially below the line. And we look at Cardano, at ADA, it's starting to turn around. This will be really interesting. We always expect that Bitcoin's gravity will snap the basic price action back to it. You can see Bitcoin's price action here, Bitcoin's fingerprint. The gravity will pull ADA up. It's just a question of when. When we look at XRP, XRP is below the line and Sol is just on the line. It's pretty much like Ethereum's price action at the moment. Doge is below, DOT is above. We're trying to determine what particular cryptos have the market's attention and of course what can turn around. Cardano at some stage is going to party and I believe it will party hard. Looking at Algo is above the line. It looks like it's about to break out. Oh, go Algo. Look at SHIB. What is mischief is SHIB up to? When I say about to break out, this is the kind of thing that happens on breakouts. Well done to all the SHIB holders. I know many people have held SHIB for quite a long time and have been expecting a price action. Look how above the line SHIB is. It's just taken off. Now Luna is above the line. It's kind of wobbling around, but it has a general uptrend. When we look at Uni is below the line and it's consolidating up. AVAX is above the line. I'll just zoom out there a little bit to show you. I thought AVAX looked quite interesting. It's starting to clear its resistance. That's what I wanted to show you. If you have a look at this, we have an uptick here. We have very nice support and AVAX's price is coming back to meet that support. This is very, very common action, especially when they get over resistance. Chainlink is also looking good. It's starting to come up. It's cleared a level of resistance here. I'll show you what I mean. If we draw a very close line to the price action, we can see that Link is getting above that action. That's very good. Litecoin is getting up there, but it's still below that previous sell-off. We use the sell-off line to understand the power inside the particular crypto that we're looking at. Bitcoin Cash is still consolidating. Let's have a look at the next date. What we're really doing here is a scan of the top cryptos. We want to understand what's happening underneath or inside the engine of crypto. If we just look at our beloved alts, we miss so much context on the market. That's why I believe this is the most valuable thing I can do with you each day, to point out opportunities, and you know they reset every day. Let's have a look at XLM. Stellar! XLM is doing quite well. It's currently below that sell-off line in Bitcoin, but it's making its way up. MATIC is looking kind of nice. It's wanting to party. It's getting there slowly. Cosmos is looking very interesting. It's appearing that it's getting over this particular resistance, and it is. It's actually making positive air. I'll show you what I mean. If we draw a line from this cluster of price action to near that low, what we can see is this positive air here. What positive air means, it's so powerful, the underlying crypto, that it's not come back to test a lower support line. Positive air is a very, very important thing to look for, as is negative air. Unfortunately, Filecoin has a lot of negative air at the moment, but these cryptos turn around, and when they do, they like to party. That's why we're trying in the pattern recognition to identify takeoff opportunities before they happen. We can see that Filecoin is still below the line and is under resistance. It's just slowly making its way up. Same for ICP, substantially below the line and substantially below resistance as well. What we want to see when trading, and it could be different with investing, but you really want to tell what is actually breaking resistance and going up. That makes it a very profitable play. Basically, you want to follow the trend. Of course, if you're investing and you know the project and you're rock solid on it, these below the line accumulations can be really good, but please look into the project, make sure it's got real world value and it's supported by a community and has very good use cases. AVAX has done well, but look at Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity has spiked up significantly. It's consolidating. It's looking ready to party, and it has very good financial fundamentals. It makes money, and that's what financial analysts look like when they're recommending their top tier clients to take something on. They need the security to know that there's a solid foundation behind things. Axie has got solid foundations. When we look at FTX token, we can see it's making its way up. Tron is below the line, but making its way up. Having a look at the next date, we can see Ethereum Classic is below the line. Phantom, FTM, Phantom is doing well. It's above the line and showing a lot of strength. Look at that positive air there. It's, I believe, one to watch. THETA is below the line. Hedra, Hashgraph, HBAR, is currently above the line and consolidating up. It hasn't really overcome key resistance. It's certainly getting there, but if it starts to bounce from this line, it could become very interesting. Looking at Tezos, Tezos is consolidating above this once resistance turned to support, and it has support below its price as well. Cake is just a little bit undecided, but I believe the positive momentum will come out in Cake at some stage. EGLD, Elrond, wow, EGLD is looking really, really fascinating. It's starting to get above, but we've had a big price wave up. We would expect some kind of retracement and then some positive air to develop, hammering in a higher low and a positive airline. Oh, a positive airline. And then party time. Monero, that's not looking too bad, but it's got a little bit of time before it breaks through its resistance. That's XMR. I've just included some more here for you. EOS is below the line. We can see there's a consolidation happening, a potential turnaround, but it's really unclear at the moment. Let's just keep our eyes on these things. Turning to the graph is below the line, but it's doing quite well. AVE is below the line. Having a look at flow, this is a reason that we want to see particular tokens get above resistance. When they're below resistance, I'll just give you an idea here. When they're below resistance, it can mean that they've got a lot more negative downside in them. It's important to see price consolidating around and then supporting itself as it moves up. Let's have a look at clay. Clay is really fascinating. This big spike here, a lot of volume. Very interesting chart. Very spiky chart. IOTA. We can see IOTA is below the line. If we draw the line from here to here, just clustering through that price action, we can see a semi-turnaround is occurring. But I would suggest it's a little bit unclear because we've got some mixed signals in here. It doesn't mean IOTA is any way a bad token or a bad crypto. Bad crypto. It's not like that. It's really, we want to see a clear indication, a clear signal. Why is that? Because you only have so much money. If you put it into something that's going down, it's not the best. It's quite a good idea to put it into something that's going up. Look at Quant. Quant is looking very interesting. Look at this really solid consolidation range through here. For example, if we draw a line through the price action, I'm keeping my eye on that level there, primarily pushing it forward. We can see a lot of consolidation here. Quant definitely wants to party, and it parties hard. Look at that price action, 182 to nearly 400. Wow, go Quant. Let's have a look at Kusama, KSM. Kusama is making its way up. This is quite a nice pattern because it's consolidated within a range, and that range is upwards in terms of price pressure. Actually, Kusama is a really good indication of price moving in a wave and letting price come to you. You can think back here, if you didn't know this price action, I'll just make it more realistic. If we had Kusama like this, and Kusama shoots up, shoots down, and then up, and then down, you don't miss out on price action. This is really all part of crypto. It's really important to understand the dynamics of crypto. Crypto is incredibly volatile. We have to make the volatility our friend, our best friend. Let's have a look at the next date. Don't forget, what we're after is to see how the crypto engine is purring along. Is there anything changing under the hood? This is what the majority of people don't do. They typically focus on just their beloved alts and tend to miss out on the market moves. I'm trying to give you the ultimate edge in the market to understand how the engine is running. Looking at NEO, NEO is still below resistance and below that Bitcoin sell-off line. Waves is below the Bitcoin sell-off line, but is recovering to a degree. We have to keep our eye on waves. It's very spiky. Harmony is doing really well. It's not only above the line, but it's showing a tremendous amount of strength. Stacks, what is Stacks up to? It is above the Bitcoin sell-off line, and we see this spiky behavior. This is a reason that we don't FOMO into trades, and we always buy in layers down. What typically happens, if an investor is interested in Stacks, STX, what they conventionally do is they see the price going up, and the more it goes up, the more they want to buy it. And when they buy it, it collapses in price 20 or 30%, and they say, oh no, I've made the wrong decision, and they tend to sell. When we have a really good probabilistic view on a particular chart, we can layer in and say, and wait for those layer buys to be filled. It's a completely different mindset. The trader's mindset is almost the opposite of an investor's mindset. Maker, MKR. We can see MKR is consolidating. It's below the line. Having a look at Rune, wow, Rune wanted to party, and it partied hard. Now, what do we see with these kind of lines? We can see that Rune is very spiky, isn't it? These kind of spikes tend to have upside and downside bias. Remember, you almost never miss out. Having a look at BTT, BitTorrent. BitTorrent is consolidating, but it's still under resistance. HNT is making its way up to the previous Bitcoin sell-off line. It's kind of looking interesting, actually. Turning to the community favorites, Veracity, VRA. What a powerhouse. It's just doing really well. So much positive air through here, and it's just overcome a level of resistance. Very impressive. The VRA holders must be super excited about that. When we look at Icon, Icon is just consolidating. It's looking like it's getting closer to a breakout every day. OMG, OMG, OMG is looking really cool. We can see some upward price momentum here. I think that one potentially will break out, but we never FOMO into anything because we know the price is always moving in a wave. Ravencoin, RVN, we can see it's underneath that Bitcoin sell-off line, but it's showing a bit of power. It wants to party. What about RLC? RLC is below the line. We've seen a bit of a sell-off here. Now, how does that compare to any support levels that we could draw through? Just through a clustering of price action here to this and then just extending it. I'm not trying to make it fit current price action. In other words, we don't really care about current price action. We want to see how the trends are obeyed or disobeyed. We can see that we're getting close to a potential bounce level with RLC. Let's see how that plays out. Cartesi partied hard, went up very nicely to around $1.07. It's back to 76 cents. This is the concept with all of crypto. When cryptos are spiky like this, you can actually layer buy down further and actually get filled. And that's really what it's all about. Many people in the community really love Cartesi, and it's always about lowering your average buy-in price. It doesn't matter if you're trading or an investor, it's absolutely the same thing. Lower means more profit. YFI is under the previous Bitcoin sell-off line. You can see Bitcoin, when it sells off, it takes all the alts with it, but the alts can move in different percentages, and we can see that with CRV. CRV is above the line, and it's also breaking out from resistance. I believe CRV could be one to watch. The reason that we go through so many alts together is that there are always opportunities in the market. Always. Bull market, bear market, doesn't matter. And we need to trade the chart in front of us, independent of what is happening in the big bad world out there. There's so many crises always about to explode underneath our feet. We just need to trade the chart as it sits. Please let me know your top 3 picks out of all of these particular cryptos. Having a look very quickly at the top 8 and the next, I'm just saving you from scrolling back. You can just basically pause and try to figure out what your top 3 would be, and more importantly, why. I would suggest only 3. Don't pick 4, don't pick 5, just pick 3. I hope this helps you. There are quite a few good tokens out there, so please let me know in the comments what you think. We've been having a fantastic discussion in the comments section on YouTube. There's so many pearls of wisdom in there, so many very, very smart community members sharing their ideas. I'd like to thank all the very kind and generous community members who reached out and showed me their appreciation by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cryptotradingks. Thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to thank Heroic Logic. What a cool name, Heroic Logic. That is awesome. Pedroad also said a very nice comment. that he's learned more in the past few months than over many years, and it's giving him much more confidence and feels more relaxed and trading with conviction to the decision that is made, either right or wrong. That is superb. Well done, my friend. That's beautiful. Ionat, thank you, my friend. Fly me to the moon. Wow, I can think of Frank Sinatra exploding there. Dinesh, thank you, my friend. A few steps up on the ladder since I started following you since episode 22-ish. Wow, thanks so much, Dinesh. And from Kelly, thinking of a really nice way to start the day. Kelly, I hope your dad is okay. It sounds like he went through a bit of a trauma there. I'd like to thank all the wonderful community members who have reached out to me by direct message on Twitter and expressed their interest in the upcoming masterclass. I'll leave my link to Twitter in the description of this video, and people can reach out to me at any time. You're very welcome to reach out and drop me a message anytime you like. Please be aware of scammers. Scammers are everywhere on social media. I just do my best to eliminate any scammers that do impersonations of me. I'm not a fan because they reach out to our community and they're very naughty, so I really go after them in a big way. And thank you, of course, to all of our admins and moderators who keep the community safe from scammers. I really appreciate it. If you are interested in the upcoming masterclass that I'm putting together, please just send me a direct message on Twitter and express your interest there, and I'll send you some information about it. There's so much psychology in investing and trading, and as we know, all investors become traders anytime they buy or sell. So buying or selling effectively is really, really important. It's also important to totally take to heart that you are worthy and unique. You deserve kindness, love, meaning, and every success in life. With that philosophy, whatever you approach in life will be much more successful, and that's really what it's all about. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video if you think it will help others. Thank you to our moderators for keeping our community safe from scammers. Please say hi and let me know if you have any questions. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.